Hey everyone, Plasma Dragon 15 here with another black and white Wi-Fi battle against LiV3Pro, I believe is his full name. And he starts off with a Kenhoro, and I start off with a Reparudasu. Yeah, Japanese names are weird. But yeah, this is my new team I tried to make that's actually good. And this is a Mischievous Heart Reparudasu, and I fake it out, and he tells me that that thing is scarfed after the battle. So he just U-turns out, thinking that he would be faster than me, but since I have Mischievous Heart, I get to put up sub first. Now, for some odd reason, I have Focus Sash on this thing, and I have Substitute. I really don't understand the concept of that, but I really just do not know why. But anyway, he switches into a Aburatuga, I think it's called. And I just put up a Substitute to see what he's going to do. And he uses Knockoff, I guess, predicting a switch, because I really can't do anything to him. And I Encore him after I use Substitute, so he's stuck on Knockoff. But even if I do that, like, I can't do anything to him. Like, my Night Slashes will do crap all to that thing, if it's a bulky variety, which I'm guessing because it has Knockoff. So I decided to switch out into a to my Registeel. Well, I don't know. I only use Pokemon like Registeel when I have nothing else to use, because I don't like Registeel at all. But he did okay. So he switches back into his Kenhoro when I switch into my Registeel. And yeah, he just U-turns out because he can't do anything to me. He doesn't have close combat like the cool Staraptor does. So I just use Ice Punch because I had nothing else better to do. Like, I probably could have used Thunder Wave because I knew he was going to switch because he couldn't do anything, but that's whatever. And I thought he would overpredict here because this is an obviously a bad matchup for me. So I decided to stay in and Thunder Wave. And as he goes for a Fire Blast, now since I'm a specially bulky Registeel, I survived that with a fairly decent amount of HP. And I paralyzed the Infernape, and he tells me that his Infernape is scarfed after the match too. So yeah, two Scarf Pokemon on the same team. I don't get it, but it's cool. So he's pretty much crippled now with a T-Wave on him, and for some odd reason he decides to stay in and use Fire Blast as I switch into Dragonite to take that Fire Blast like a monster. And yeah, Leftovers Recovery, and he switches out, I believe, into his Aburatuga, I think. Yeah, he does. As I go for a Toxic, predicting the switch into that. So now he's kind of crippled. I don't know. I don't know if he's really crippled or not, because he could probably just Stone Edge me and kill me. Even though this is my 200, even though this is my max HP, like max defense, Dragonite for some odd reason. I don't know why it's max defense. I just decided to make it like that. But I go out into Registeel. I don't know why. Why did I? Oh yeah, to set up Stealth Rocks. And he uses Toxic, thinking I would stay in, I guess. And yeah, Registeel takes that rather well, because he didn't get affected by it at all. So I set up my Stealth Rocks here after he takes poison damage, which is really annoying. And I believe he goes for Earthquake. I think so. Does he? Yes, he does. And I survived that with like 70 HP. Oh, 80. I was 10 off. I was 10 off, but I survived that. And I honestly thought that would do more, because that thing has like 103 base attack. So I don't know. I am Registeel, so I guess that was okay damage. But I switched back out into Dragonite, thinking he's going to use Earthquake again, which he does, as you will see here. And yeah, I really don't sound that excited this recording, do I? Like, I don't know. Today wasn't that eventful, and I'm actually having problems like making an actually good team on this game, because like, nobody really knows how exactly good these Pokemon are, because it's not like a defined metagame yet or anything. So it's like, I don't know. I just decide these Pokemon I like, but like, I've been losing a lot more than I've been winning on this game. So I need to actually make a good team whether I like the Pokemon or not, even though I like to have fun more than actually winning or not. Because this generation is way more fun than anything else. But yeah, he switches into his Miss Magius, and I Dragon Tail, and it switches out into this Hail Hitler's Dark Steel thing. So I'll go out into Registeel because since it's Dark Steel I can pretty much wall its stab moves. And pretty much for Death Fodder too, because I really don't need Registeel anymore. And I know that thing can learn like Close Combat or something. But it goes for Break Break. And Registeel dies. I actually thought it might live, but it doesn't. And that thing actually has pretty high attack too, so yeah. And now I go into my Scarf Kojando, which I really like. I like this thing a lot, like really. And even though he has +2, my Scarf makes me faster than him, so I just go for the high jump kick and 1 KOs that thing. And at this point he knows that I'm Scarf probably, or he just thinks that Kojando's really, really fast. So he goes out into his Scarf Kinhoro thinking that he may be faster than me, but Kojando has higher base speed than him, so I just high jump kick and that thing dies. And you would think that that thing is fast, because it's like a bird on like land and stuff, but you know, it's really not that fast. So he goes out into that, and I pretty much have to switch out, unless I want to take a Psychic to the face or anything. So I go out into Reparudasu, predicting a Psychic, but he goes for a Reflect, which pretty much sucks for me still. And he switches out into his Miss Magius. I don't know why. I guess for Death Fodder, but yeah, that has to be the most logical reason. So I set up a substitute, knowing he's either going to switch or probably do some support thingy. Because every one of those psychic thingies I've seen have been like screening ones. So I go for Night Slash, and even with the Reflect up, he still dies because he's Miss Magius, and Miss Magius sucks. And yeah. That thing dies, and that thing has a horrible sprite animation. I don't care what anybody says. It's like bouncing up and down. Like, that thing's stupid. But anyway, he goes out into his Paralyzed Infernape, and I have nothing to do to that thing because my only attack move is Night Slash. So I go out into Dragonite to wall its pretty much wall it, and he gets Parahacks. Now I'm guessing he goes for Fire Blast when he does that because he still uses Fire Blast after that. Now at this point he pretty much doesn't care about his Infernape probably because it's a paralyzed Scarfed one. So he probably just wants it to die because he just stays in Fire Blast. So I Dragon Tail and I get a crit here. Now I'm pretty sure that didn't matter because like, well, it's a paralyzed Scarfed Infernape and I still have like a Jolteon that can T-bolt that thing to death. And his Reflect wears off and he goes out into his Aberatuga. And that thing's pretty much kind of useless now too, especially since I have a Jolteon, but he doesn't know that. Well, actually, one thing I really hate about Wi-Fi battles of this generation is before you start the Wi-Fi battle, you can see each other's full teams and everything. Like, I don't know why. I don't know what they were thinking with that. That pretty much defeats the purpose of, like, I don't know, predicting and stuff. Like, why would you make it so that the other person can see the other person's team? I really don't get that. But anyway, yeah, what do I do? Oh yeah, I switch out into this Leopard thing. I'm not calling it its long name anymore because it's dumb. But I switch out into Leopard, and pretty much for Death Fodder because I don't really need it anymore. And it was my lead Pokemon, so I don't know why I still have it. So I just pretty much let it die to Waterfall. And at this point, I pretty much can sweep his team with Jolteon because I have Thunderbolt for that thing and Shadow Ball for the Psychic thing. So I decided to go out into Jolteon because it's awesome, with its way better sprite than Hard Gold and Soul Silver. And I just Shadow Ball because I don't want to use Thunderbolt because I don't know. I just Shadow Ball because it looks cooler. And I take Life Orb Recoil as he goes out into his Plasma Thingy-Majiggy. Now I know what that thing is called. I just completely forgot. But I use Shadow Ball, and that thing's really bulky. I mean, it didn't even take half from Shadow Ball. I mean, like, really? But he uses Psychic, and I take that decently, I guess. I mean, he has no special attack EVs, I'm guessing, so I guess I took that rather well. And on this next Shadow Ball, I get a crit and kill him off, which, again, doesn't matter because I have that super fast bug thing you guys saw in the beginning. And I could have just bug buzzed it and killed it probably, seeing how Shadow Ball did that much. But yeah, he dies and I win. So that was a good game, Live 3 Pro, and see you guys later.